The ability to connect with someone is really important because you can try to gain some empathy and see it from their perspective.
I think connecting to people from other cultures can benefit your study abroad experience because it's one thing to come abroad with people who have the same background as you, but it's another thing to come abroad to a place that's foreign to you and meet people who call that place home.
Their daily experiences and how that compares to yours. So you have a deeper, more complex understanding than if you were just to look around and be the stereotypical tourist.
You get the opportunity to not just see what another person's culture looks like, but really experience firsthand how that relates to who they are as a person.
How to interact with the city and the people of that city in a way that I wouldn't be equipped to do if I was just interacting with people who had the same background as me.
I think you're not just observing, you're not just listening, you're also interacting. You know, you can't really, like, you can read about culture, you can read about like, oh, people in Brazil are like this, or like, this is what things are like, but it's not the same as getting dinner with a teammate, you know, like talking to them, like having fun with them, like joking around. It's a completely like different experience. It's so rewarding.
It was definitely important to have a virtual immersion experience before coming to Brazil, just to get a better idea of not only the business concepts, but kind of how people interact in meetings, but also in social settings.
It's very different, but it's a very good. And here in presential, we could spend a lot of time talking, and it was very, very, very good for me.
I create great network, and I think it was good for me to develop my soft skills.
You kind of have the ability to see kind of an old friend, or that makes the whole transition process a lot easier, and you can have more deeper and complex relationships as a result.
We see each other and we do things that we couldn't do online. We hug each other and we talk what we didn't talk when we were online.
It was so incredible to connect the work that we've been doing with the place we're going to. It's like we had a purpose for the trip. A trip that I learned something, I contributed to something, and I've been inspired by something.
So studying abroad in my own country, it's very exciting because if I have a problem with English, I could talk in Portuguese with my friends.
More comfortable to me because I have my friends, Brazilian friends, and I can speak Portuguese sometimes when I have some doubts. At the same time, it was amazing experience because I communicate with native speakers.
I was in my country, but learning a lot of things that it was like I was outside.
I didn't even know that I could possibly do that, so I think it's an amazing thing. And when I discovered that I can do this, it was perfect to know that this experience to study in my own country abroad, it was such a nice thing for me and for my career.
I shared with them a part of our Brazilian story, and I think they really enjoy it, and I also enjoyed that.
So I can bring this background from Brazil about these different things that we have in Brazil and United States.
You gain a better understanding of, you know, the whole environment and culture.
Having that kind of cultural barrier is almost like a really interesting thing because you get to experience that firsthand and then apply that later on in life.
Gathering with these students from abroad is bringing me more excited about studying outside of Brazil.
I think I could compare all the culture of Brazil. We try to present for them acarajé and feijoada and brigadeiro, and they are all open to learn new things and try new things, and it was really a good experience for them and for us.
talked a little about the context of Brazil, diversity, context, the inequalities, and what we have to do, the long way we have to go.
This is a very hot topic here in Brazil. That diversity is close to innovation. We need diversity to have tension, and we need tension to have innovation. We are losing because we are not including. But for sure, with this type of talk, we are leaving better people for this world.
The ability to offer like real company solutions. We have a unique perspective, they have a unique perspective, and by working together we can come up with better solutions.
It was important to help make us feel like agents of transformation in the real world.
You really get to impact people that you might not necessarily interact with on a daily basis.
But in a course where I could be an agent of change in that sense, do research to offer my own suggestions, I felt like I had so much agency. Like, it was such an immersive experience.
It's a good experience to put in my curriculum, so it's opened very doors.
And I think this is something that can make a difference in our life.
A lot of doors will be open. The companies today, they ask you if you can speak English, and when you can prove that you do a project with all in English, it's a good thing for us.
We've just finished a lecture on cultural map. We've discussed a little bit about how culture do influence on human behavior and in organizations.
The mix of having these busy, packed days and getting to like unwind and eat the incredible food. All the food has been so good.
We've been able to check out a lot of places near the beach.
We're coming to Christ the Redeemer, and then later we're going to Sugarloaf Mountain. It's a great time. I'm having a lot of fun.
The experience has been absolutely incredible. It's the best time I've ever taken a trip.
It's been so welcoming here, and I'm definitely coming back, and I really enjoyed my time here.
So far, my time in Brazil has been super enjoyable. I've actually never left the United States before.
It's very easy to forget how big the world is and how there are people in every corner of the world experiencing the same things as you, but at the same time experiencing very, very different things than you.
Meeting and interacting with the Brazilian students, I think it's been so fun.
And meeting people that are so welcoming, so warm, everyone's so excited. And the entire theme of the trip has been this, I feel like, this business for social good. So educational and so engaging at the same time. I'm so grateful to have had the opportunity to come to Brazil.
I never had this kind of program in my life or this experience.
I would recommend it for everyone who wants to be part of this, because I've never had lived something like this, and I feel that I grew up a lot as a student and even as a professional.